I know you're tired. I know you're hurting. And I wish I could say something that was classy and inspirational.
You can do it!
But that just wouldn't be our style.
Welcome to Project Reclamation, where you rebuild, re-energize, and reclaim your life.
Well, but think about too. I mean, we've had our friendship for 20 years. We've talked more in the last 6 months than we have in the last 15 years.
Because we see the value.
You know, so I'm exactly. You're at the point in your life where you can see value.
Why would I talk to 10 people
that's
for
why it's
3
all
hours when I can talk to you for 3 hours and know that'll be more valuable?
For sure, exactly. You know, so you're at the point where you're seeing more value, and that's I'm fucking super excited for you because that's. I'm on that journey too, and
when I see though, like I'm 36, dude. I don't need to get into a relationship that could go somewhere that the chick doesn't want kids, because like I think that's something I want in my life, and I don't fucking know.
Yeah, and you know that now, and that's a big box to check for you. You know, that's a meaningful box. You know, these are you know, boxes that you're chiseling in stone in your psyche. You know, like yeah, okay, I want that.
Yeah, buddy. Well, shit. All right.
Then we have what's it called I know I'm gonna hammer down. I work all like 9 to 5 this week, but when I get home and get the kids to bed, I'm gonna stay up a couple hours and really focus on working on.
The first of our 3 episodes done last night.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good, dude. This is learning, dude. This is the learning experience. This is that fucking extremely valuable shit right here that we're complaining about and trying to figure through.
So I've been trying a bunch of different shit, and like the more shit I try, except for a little bit of volume thing, and then like deleting extra pauses and deleting too many ums and that kind of shit. But as far as like presets and all that other shit, like the less I do to our files, the better they sound. No matter what I do, they almost always sound better pure. And maybe
for sure.
But it is what it is.
Well, I mean, that's been my mantra is keep it simple, stupid. I mean, that gets spread across so many different, things. And I agree, just use volume as the, and that's why with technology comes headaches. But if you can, keep it, keep it simple.
I use, wherever you record is clearly very quiet.
Well, and I have pretty good mic technique, so I'm pretty much on the mic, and I keep the head amp low. That's just my experience. So as far as that goes, but
well, I think mine's getting better, but thanks to you.
No, you're fine.
I used to have to.
I do this for a living. It's not. There's no. You don't have to. It's all good.
Like I said, the only thing I really do these days is you say way too much. Me and Steve say way too much. So I get rid of.
I say and I need to hear this. I don't know.
No, there's two so my ums and your are the same. They're exactly the same, and there's 2 ways we use them. We use them in a phrase where it sounds natural and I leave it. We also use it as a filler where it's like and it's like vast fucking gaps between before and after it. And yours is you don't say well you say it occasionally, but you say and Steve is about the same with me on the ums. It's just a filler. So if it's a filler, I get rid of it. If it's part of a phrase, it makes sense. I leave it in. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Well, dude, I didn't know I said so goddamn much, but I do.
Well, it's funny because I listened to this morning show. I've told you about it, Free Beer and Hot Wings, and they are painfully aware of their vocal crutches. And we all have them. Like, people that say I just said it, right before I like. I know. I don't know.
Don't know
Kidding. I just put that in there.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
Oh my God, it drives me nuts. No, it really doesn't. I try to leave it enough because I don't want it to sound polished because we're not, and we don't pretend to be.
Well, it's funny you say that because the fact that you said, I've never Like, I don't recall saying those two words together.
I talk to you hours a day, and I've never noticed it until I'm listening painfully back to our speech. Like,
and I think what it is the fact that my ideas that I try and bring across are they're like 75% finished. So, is like, like,
well, and dude,
had my thought been finished, I wouldn't have had to say it, but I don't know what the last 25% of my thought is, so I have to be like,
you say it in different ways. The only ones I get rid of are the fillers. It's just that seems to be your go-to filler, and Steve and I both use it. I've erased my you-knows and Steve you-knows. I say it the least, but I say the most. You say the most. Steve says more than he says but he kind of mixes the two. He's kind of in the middle. And Steve doesn't do so many filler words. The problem with Steve is Steve does filler words, but he doesn't. There's no pause, so I can't always get rid of him because he'll be like,
yeah, his is short of the long.
Short of the long. Short of the long. Short of the long. Or how about this one? I'm not lying to you guys. I wouldn't lie to you guys. I'm not lying to you guys. I don't lie to you guys. I don't lie. He said that fucking every fucking 2 seconds. And baby. But people like it though. Like Sienna was like quoting Steve last night. It was kind of funny. So our things that we maybe don't like could end up being taglines that people love. I don't know. So that's why I don't.
No, for sure.
Just get rid of the ones that make us sound retarded. That's all.
Yeah, and this is I would get rid of less of that moving on too.
Oh no. I haven't done it with science. I only get rid of the ones that are like drawn out and like total fillers, like you're trying to figure out what to say, and it makes you sound like more intelligent, but not more polished, I guess.
Yeah. For sure.
Because I feel like the fillers, we speak with a lot of passion and a lot of enthusiasm, and we're excited about the topics. The fillers drag that down. When you say after something or right before something that you're passionate about, it's different. It's a total different feeling. Or I'm like, well, here's what I think, blah, blah. I totally leave that in. It's like, if you ask me a question and I'm saying just to fucking buy myself time to think of an answer, then I get rid of it. Because it's...
Yeah.
It sounds like we're dragging down instead of picking us up. So, I don't know. It's just funny.
No.
Little things that we do that we don't even know we do.
Yeah, that's good editing too. That's like, that means, I just said it. There it is. Dude.
There it is. See? God, I just broke your glass, dude. The water glass is broken.
No. That's what I needed that. I needed that because I really, you brought to my mind something that I had no idea I did.
Well, and
I'm very happy you did that.
Well, I think I told you this a while ago and you had noticed it, but you didn't tell me anything. Like, I was falling on the crutch of curse words. And I didn't like it. I'm like, dude, I sound stupid.
Yeah.
I use fuck every other sentence. Now, we use it. I think we probably drop F-bombs maybe 2 or 3 times an episode. And I like it. Like, it's perfect. Because when it comes
it's like using the word love. I love you.
Oh, yeah.
So, no, you have to use it more meaningfully,
It's like using turmeric or salt or any spice, You overuse it, it fucking ruins the food. You just use a little bit.
Exactly.
It brings out the other flavors.
Exactly.
Although, it is funny when I talk about how we're never going to lose our explicit thing on iTunes, and you and I are both like, fuck.
Well, that's us, though. Honestly,
As a badge of honor.
Well, yeah. And there's studies that are out there that say, those who use profanity have a higher IQ, so.
But I feel like there's a bell curve to that.
For sure. Oh, for sure.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.